This is DRF Race of the Day. Hi everybody, Dan Illman here with the DRF Race of the Day for Monday, July the 12th. It's race number 3 at Assiniboia Downs. Let's throw up the field for the $35,000 Derby Trial Stakes. 3-year-olds going a mile. Remember to download your free Formulator Past Performances on the Race of the Day event page at DRF.com. Access them and handicap along with me. This race kicks off the Jackpot Pick 5 with a 20-cent minimum wager. Race number 4, however, kicks off the $1 Pick 4 with a $25,000 guaranteed pool. You're also going to want to head on over to asdowns.com or the Assiniboia Downs YouTube page for ASD Live on Monday, live interactive handicapping content. Let's take a look at the Timeform US Pace Projector for Monday's Race of the Day, and the horse to beat is likely to be the number 6 City Champ. And City Champ, although Timeform US doesn't have him very forwardly placed, I think he is going to be close to the pace in this spot. He has shown that in his sprint races, and stretching out, I think they're not going to take away what's worked so well for him. The distance might be a little bit of a question. There are some other speeds inside. If Major Shepherd breaks with his stretch out speed, the number 5, I would think he's going to go. But I think Major Shepherd's going to go, and I think the 6 City Champ will be perched just off of him. The 1 is Wits Taquito, shipping up from Lone Star Park. I liked his victory 2 starts back, although that was only a $7,500 conditioned race. That was a race that featured a big favorite, and Wits Taquito was down in between horses. The favorite backed out first, but Wits Taquito still looked like he was in trouble. He tried so hard, though, and he got his head down in the final 16th of a mile to get up by a half length with a career best 53 Beyer speed figure. Now, he was in a pretty good group last time out, going 5.5 furlongs. The 5th place finisher came back to win, and non-winners of one other than on the turf for Texas breds with a 71 Beyer. Wits Taquito is going to have to stretch out. With his inside post, he should be able to save some ground, and I think he has the tactical speed to stay within range. Let's watch the 2, Midnight Salute, break his maiden going 7 furlongs as a odds-on favorite, and he worked out a really nice trip here, saving ground, getting to the outside, and once he makes the front, it's all over but the shouting. The Beyers keep improving for Midnight Salute, a 56 for his victory in the race we just saw. He was 4th behind City Champ 2 starts back in the Golden Boy Stakes, but he didn't have the greatest start that day. You take that race out, he's hit the board in all of his other races, and he's another one that I like the incremental stretch out in distance, 6 to 7. He just seems to be improving and maturing at the right time. 10-1 on the morning line. Flash of Glory is the number 3, and while Flash of Glory's last race doesn't look very good, a double-digit defeat, let's take it with several grains of salt. That was in against older horses. The winner of that race, Mas Mischief, returned to finish 3rd and an optional claimer with a 71 Beyer. That's a salty veteran with 9 lifetime wins. In Flash of Glory's prior 2 outings, he was 3rd behind City Champ. While no match for City Champ, he was competitive in those races, and maybe getting out around a round of ground is what he can do to turn the tables. Warrior's Hero is the number 4, up from Canterbury Park in Minnesota and moving from turf to dirt. The last time he went turf to dirt, he was a winner. This race at Turf Paradise, a condition claimer. He made a solid mid-race move going the mile distance, and although the Beyers speed figure came back light, the runner-up returned to win a $10,000 race at Canterbury with a 66 Beyer, and then ran second with a Beyer in the low 70s. So I think Warrior's Hero can run a bit faster than what we saw in that race at Turf Paradise, and he has certainly proven at the distance. The 5 Major Shepherd is still a maiden, although in all likelihood he probably should have 2 lifetime wins. He won his career debut last fall at Century Mile, but he was disqualified, and the number he put up, a 63 for that Century Mile victory, would put him in good stead against this group. And his last race, first start at Assiniboia Downs. Let's watch the stretch run, but go back in Formulator and watch the whole start, because he broke terribly. He was left with simply too much to do, and as you see, he's making up big late ground. The winner of this race is a sharp horse who came back to win a non-winners of 2 life with a 56 Beyer. I think Major Shepherd can get the mile, and if he breaks, he's going to be prominently placed. But they're all going to have to step forward if they're going to beat the 6 City Champ, who's won 4 races in a row, including the Golden Boy on June the 21st. Let's watch that race right now. City Champ and Stone Cafe finish 1-3. City Champ takes over the lead, and he's on his way. His last 4 Beyer speed figures between 60 and 66. All of those numbers make him tough. Now, maybe the mile is vulnerable. I don't think it seems that way from a pedigree standpoint, but he has done his damage in his last 4 races at distances ranging from 5 to 6 furlongs. So we'll see if he can stretch out. The only 2 times he did it before was over a synthetic surface. He seems a lot more comfortable on dirt, and I think a good trip is coming. As for Stone Cafe, his race in the Golden Boy was his circuit debut at Assiniboia Downs. He finished 30, ran just fine. He took a run at the horse on the outside. He was hard ridden, and he just couldn't get to City Champ. Perhaps stretching out in distance will help this horse, and I think he's going to need a little bit of pace, and maybe it'll happen with several stretch-out sprinters in the field. I'd love to take a shot against City Champ as he's doing something he's never going to try to do, something he's never done before, and that is win going around a ground, but I think he just might be too good for these horses. I'm going to go 6, 2, 7, and 5. Maybe Midnight Salute can spice up the exotics. It's the DRF race of the day for Monday. It's the Derby Trial Stakes at Assiniboia Downs. Good luck.